guys, it's Nenna and welcome back to my channel. Before I start this video, I want to point out that I have a giveaway. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I am doing my 5,000 subscribers giveaway. So if you guys want to enter, you can still do so. I will have a link in the description box down below for the competition, of course. Hi guys, so welcome to this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. I want to be a bit more creative with the title. In case I called it something tutorial-ish. This is not exactly a tutorial on how to build a train station travel something. It's not a tutorial, but I am showing you how I made mine, so it could, I guess, work as a tutorial. I have been working on my world and it's like one of those things I do whenever I want to relax, so I truly do not spend as much time on this world as I like to convince myself that I do. I probably spend more time imagining myself doing anything than actually doing the things that I'm imagining to be doing. So I was in the mood for some decorating and I did this over the span of a couple of days, so it changes a lot. And when I say a lot, it has so many stages, right? First, I think I've showed this in a previous video, but in case you haven't seen the other video, we made much of this world. I have placed down some interactive scenery, miscellaneous items. I'm not exactly sure what you call them, but you know, those waves you can place on the water, or some trees, you know, those kind of items, steam, music. So I placed a couple of those in the world, and that's kind of all I did so far. Wanted to place down some sort of main travel, or guess what I'm talking about, guys. I placed down a railway station, tracks, train tracks, a train, a tram. I really don't exactly know what it is. By the way, I know someone's going to point out that I'm actually missing some meshes. Yes, the train is flashing blue. I haven't really figured out where I got the train from. I know it came with a world that I downloaded, so I'm going to have to dig and, you know, find out how and what, but I didn't really think it was important to find the mesh during this video, so you're gonna see a lot of this flashing train throughout this video. Maybe some other meshes that are just not there, just so you guys know. Yes, I have to fix it, but I didn't really care. Like, it's really not gonna make the world look better in this video if I find a mesh, you know. I just didn't really want to do that. Anyway, too much explanation on literally. I wanted there to be a main form of transport. The world is kind of shaped in a way where most of the houses will be on the left and right side, not so much in the middle. There's not many curves, and there's water on the left side of the map, and on the right side it is definitely a livable world, and a lot of people do live there, but you want to get out. Maybe, I imagine there's some neighboring neighborhoods that they want to travel to, or they want to go to, because it's like such a small place, right? It looks humongous. It's actually quite a small town. I figured if I put a train station or a tram or some railway, you know, something in the middle that's just going straight, and then imagine like a tunnel. It almost looks like that's the main form of transportation, but it's not for the people within this town, right? It's for the people that come to visit this town. Yeah, and for the rest, I think people would just walk and take take a car, because really there's not much you have to really, like, there's not that many roads to take, right? It's not that big. There's not so much you have to, it's not like you have to go from like hold up, I gotta stop myself here. I'm talking faster than a train. I definitely don't think this world is that big that it needs multiple forms of transportation unless it has a purpose. And I think having a train station or maybe a bus stop, I'm not really sure I want to add that. I'm going to put it in. For some reason, I'm so excited to talk about this world. I love sitting here and decorating and plotting my Sims lives and my Sims worlds, and it just makes no sense that I can be so like zoo so invested in some character that's not real. Like, I'm more invested in the adventures of my sim than I am invested in my own life at times. I'm like the little god of my own world, and I can just make anything happen. It's so relaxing and so relaxing. For some reason, I always end up talking ridiculous amounts of words, of babbling. I just use my mouth ridiculously a lot when I do decorating videos like these. It just, I don't know what it is. I open my mouth and I can't stop. So I'm going to end with a little bit of I guess information or some things I want to say about the actual like train track. So it started out, and I also want to say this is like two thoughts in one, right? I'm good at that. First of all, I do have a lot of new people and some people that are subscribed for a while that watch my videos, especially the decorating hood videos, and they always tell me that, you know, like so much inspiration for my videos. So I'm really happy that I'm able to do that. And also they sometimes ask me like how I even come up with these things. Just some general questions, and I think I would like to say that in the beginning of this video, you can definitely tell that I had no clue what I wanted, and I really had to play around with the settings and with what flooring to use and what building works and what looks nice. And sometimes all you really need to do is to just do something. The tip I can give you about decorating a world is definitely that you do something somewhere and then see if it looks right and if it feels right, and then you just do whatever you want. And the next day you come back, you look at it, you'll probably hate it, you just switch things around, then leave it again, and then after a couple days come back again and double check it. I think this is the key to everything. You make it, you wait a day, you look at it, if you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you scrap it again, then wait another day. Into something and doing something, you're just so into it that you don't even realize some mistakes that you might have made or the things you can improve on, because you're just like, oh my god, it looks so good. The next day when you come back to it, it's just like you were drunk and you're just like, did I do this? Did I really do this? Like, no. And then you want to change it. So I think the key to doing anything successfully is taking time and taking a few days in between I guess the construction of things. Work out your plan, make a sketch, make a base, come back, do some adjustments. It only took me 3 times, and the third time it was definitely a charm. 3 times is a charm. I actually ended up changing a few more things, and then I was finally like, this is what I want. This is perfect. Then I happened to travel the last 2 days, kind of like a long tram journey as well. Tram journey, that's a mouthful. And I was really like zoning out and observing this, like the surroundings of the tram, like what was on the floor, what was next to it. And I just suddenly got really inspired. So I came home, opened the damn Sims game, and I just started decorating. I kind of like made a curve and then made like an entrance, or depends how you look at it. The left side is done, and I placed like a little it's supposed to be a cobble path. It doesn't really look like it. I guess it's not really cobble, but it'll work. It works. Added some lights, and I think it turned out really cute actually. And then I started to add some other things. I'm not sure if I actually recorded it or not, but I added my little farm on the side. I couldn't help myself. I had to place a farm. And most importantly, I finally flattened out the entire lot. Once again, I'm not sure if I recorded that either. In order to make the road straight, I had to flatten out the area to one level, and it was all kind of bumpy. And when you do that, your tracks will disappear to the cracks or the bumps, and then it will be flat on the other end. And I wanted it to be just entirely flat, so it's like nice and smooth, So I ended up doing that as well. Finally planned out that the right side of the map, the one on the top right part, I want to make a bit of a more expensive part of the town with like big houses. And I really want to keep the lots there big. I want to do it big because I want it to be also part of the decorating of the town, part of the rest of the town, even though it's not, it's part, you know what I mean? Maybe it makes more sense if we see it. Once again, explanations kind of lacking tonight. Probably always, but I gotta give myself some credit for at least pretending or thinking that I'm actually better at explaining than, than I am. But yeah, definitely that. And I also thought, giving you guys a space to have ridiculously big lots, if you were to download it and want to put your own houses down, you could definitely make whatever you want there. And sometimes I find that worlds don't really come with lots, or they come with small lots, and I kind of wanted you to have an option to have big lots and smaller lots. And I wanted there to be definitely a lot of the decoration used in between, especially in between the houses, are going to be functional lots that you can visit and go to. And I think it adds something as well, because even though it's part of the decoration and it looks like it's definitely just, part of the neighborhood, you can go in there and play with it if you really wanted to. You could go there and place an item there, or do something there, maybe have a party there, and little things like that I'm really into lately. I think it looks really nice. At least it feels nice to me. So I might add some pictures of that as well at the end of the video, or I might keep it for another video. Should I do that? Maybe I should keep the rest for our next video, so I keep you guys eager to watch more, of course. But yeah, I think I've talked enough. I've definitely talked enough, but hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂